Look at what the book of Acts chapter 1 verse 6 says. Notice the question that was made to Jesus. They were assembled, the ones that were assembled after he was risen from the dead, they asked him and said to him, "O Lord, are you at this time restoring the kingdom of Israel?" The same thing David said. Arise, judge the earth. When you're going to restore this? This is ruined. And he just had been risen from the dead. And look at what Jesus answers. And Jesus answered this: "It is not for you to know times or seasons which the Father has put in his own authority. But you, when the Holy Spirit comes upon you, you will receive power and shall witness in Jerusalem and all Judea and Samaria and to the end of the earth." And you know that the Holy Spirit isn't those tongues on the day of Pentecost. The Holy Spirit is the seal that you receive when you are enlightened with the gospel of promise. So then Jesus says, "That is not for me to do. In this manifestation, I came only to take sin away, to destroy the devil, but that judgment has not come yet." But look at what first letter to the Corinthians chapter 4, verse 5 says. Now, the apostle Paul is manifesting his ministry, preaching the gospel of grace, but there was still a lot of evil, a lot of deception among the religious ones. The religious ones had ruined everything, the elder of Jerusalem. But look at what it says. Verse 5. "Therefore, do not judge anything before the time." Everything has a time, and it wasn't in their time. It says, "Judge nothing before the time. Wait until the Lord shall come, and both will bring to light the hidden things of darkness and make manifest the intentions of the heart, and then God will give praise unto all," right? So even Paul says, "To me was revealed the truth of the gospel." And how did these 12 apostles manage to preach this gospel that ended at the cross of circumcision? As soon as Christ died and was risen, those apostles were annulled. You're not supposed to say the apostle Peter, John, and James. That title was lost as soon as Jesus died and was risen from the dead. Once he was risen, they were without a job because they represented the gospel of circumcision, which is Judaism. What do you think these Pentecostals and evangelicals and the Catholic Church preaches? What do they preach? What the apostles preach. That's where the evil of the centuries lies. Notice it was that way that they were all confused in his time. So even to Paul was asked, "Paul, why don't we bring what we know to the light?" And Paul said, "I cannot do anything. Because even I, the great apostle Paul, can't do anything. Wait, let the Lord come and explain it to us. And to explain it, what do you need? You need a veil. The Lord had to appear to explain it personally. Because if he hadn't arisen, no one would have understood. And the press says to me, "How do you know you are the Lord?" Well, because the hidden things of darkness is what I am explaining right now. What is the hidden things of darkness? That the apostle was supposed to cease their preaching, and the one that was supposed to preach was Paul.